All right, I'd like to thank everybody for attending the talk here at the end of the day. Also, would like to thank folks for attending the whole conference here. My name is Tim Coolong. I'm the moderator and the presenter. If you have any CEU or CCA credits, please go ahead and type your name into the audience chat and the state that you're from, and we'll have that. So in terms of questions, one of the questions, were there any standout CBD varieties that had little or no genetic variation? That was the first question. And we had a few varieties that looked really good. I haven't gotten all of the chemical analyses back yet on everything, but we did have, for instance, up here in Watkinsville, the Sunbelt Crush variety from Sunbelt Hemp Source did really well, had 2,500 pounds an acre biomass. Allison Justice from up at the Hemp Mine provided some material that I think is pre-commercial right now, but a couple of those varieties actually cleared in our test plots over 3,000 pounds. And so we actually had a fair amount of good material. I will say what surprised me is that some of the stuff that we had last year that did very well, I got new clones of those same varieties this year, and they did not do that well. And so, which means that obviously there's a tremendous amount of variation in the plants that are in the marketplace. The other thing I will say is I got some varieties from locations out west. They did come in a little bit late, but one of the things was that some of them were very susceptible to some of the leaf spots and leaf blights. And then the second part of that question was plant and bed spacing determined by previous studies, or will there be future studies to find the ideal spacing for CBD and fiber hemp? So for CBD, it was kind of a combination. Last year when we grew, we did our plants on 6-foot centers and 4-foot in-row spacing. And that was based on working with individuals in other states to kind of find an ideal spacing. This year we did both 6-foot centers with 4-foot in-row, and I also did 8-foot centers with 3-foot in-row. And so 24 square feet per plant. The reason we did 8-foot centers in some of our trials was so that we could mow between the rows and get a mower in there. We started running out of room, so we went to 6-foot. I think we could probably tighten that up a little bit. For the fiber hemp, we used a grain drill, and we seeded using just a tie pasture pleaser grain drill, and we did seeding based on research that had been done in other states. But I think moving forward, and just to finish with that, our autoflower material we did on a very tight spacing because those plants stayed really small. We did those on a pepper spacing. So double row on plastic with 1-foot in row spacing. So 14,000 plants an acre, which is expensive considering the seed, but they actually yielded that population very well for autoflowers. So thanks for that question, Herb. Appreciate it. Happy to take any other questions if folks have them. I know it's the end of the day and we're about wrapped up. All right, let me make sure we don't have any more questions here. Doesn't look like we do. So if there's no more questions, I'd just like to say thank you again to those that attended. I know obviously I'd rather be in person as all of you would like to have been. I just appreciate your support. The fruit and vegetable growers also appreciate your support in attending the conference. And with that, just like to say, have a good evening, and we'll wrap up this session. Thank you.